Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Main Chicken Tender. The girls are very excited because it's really warm out, things are melting. So I'm just gonna show you each one of the girls and tell you their names, and I'm gonna show you a few other things that's been going on around here. So let's check it out. Hey guys, so what I want to do is put a nesting, and let's see if we can do it, a nesting box pad into the nesting boxes. I haven't put the larger rim up here yet, so they keep kicking out all of the hay that I keep putting in here and straw. So the eggs are sitting on the actual wood, and I want to make it a little bit softer for them. So what I'm going to do is I'll just lay it in there, make it a little nicer for the bottom. I'll still probably throw some straw on top, just so I can kind of kick it around. And then I will eventually get a piece of wood that's wide enough. My thing is, every time I go to get one or try to remember to get one, I haven't measured the distance from the wall all the way to this edge right here. So I need to measure that and figure out, because I don't want just a little thin piece of plywood, because I want them to be able to at least kind of stand on it. So I wanted a 2x4. That way it gives it a little bit of strength to it, so they can kind of hop up there and then scoot their butts in. That's the plan. So until I get doing that, I wanted to put these nesting box pads in, see how well they do, if they really hold up or not. We'll find out. Here's the nesting box with the new nesting pad itself. I was gonna throw some of the straw back in there, but I'm gonna wait and see how this does, if they like it or if they tear it to pieces and don't really use it. So stay tuned and see how it goes. So this is what it looked like in the morning. They kind of kicked it around a little bit, but I mean, that's better than what we're getting. Looks like they kicked it all right to the front here. Oh. You don't go in this nesting box. They don't usually ever lay in this box, do they? What are you looking for, girl? Hi! Hi! What's going on?
Holy, this one's heavy.
What's going on? Morning.
She's checking out her eggs.
Morning. Are you gonna lay an egg, or you just pecking around, being like, oh look, things open, so. Like 5 eggs this morning, and maybe pending one, right? I think what happens, she wants to get in those two, and we're in her way. Would you like to go to that one? Yes. Look at her. Ah! Hi.
Sheesh.
Yeah, let me get this egg out of your way. Would you like to go to your nesting box now? Yes. I would like to have my preferred nesting box. I would like my preferred nesting box.
This one feels a little warm.
This one does too. They must have just laid it. Yeah. Oh yeah, she wants that first nesting box.
They always like the first one.
Yeah. Funny how they like this one more than the other two. Oh, it may be because there's more room. I just noticed this one has the beam in the middle, and then this one has the beam on this side too. So maybe it's based on how much room there is.
Look at that.
But we're definitely not taking out the the beam, because it's kind of helping hold up the wall.
Like that.
Alright, so I just want to give you guys a quick little thing that I did. I took the fence that was falling down right here and I actually flipped it upside down so it's more of a roof instead of a caved in roof. So instead of it being right where the window was, it's up a little bit above the roof, which looks good. Yeah, looks a little like the roof got a little rotten right here. Lift it up. Just keep an eye on that. But yeah, no, I have room to like stand straight up now over here. Not so much on this side, but I will get to that at a later point. I think it's good for now, but it's nice to be able to stand up under here now. And I also used one of the wires, tied it to my actual post I have here, because this part of the fencing kept falling down. So now hopefully it won't slide down and the posting will hold it to the actual other part of the roof also, because I tied it all the way around the roof to this roof and to this one. So we'll see how that goes. Alright everybody, here's all the girls, and I'm gonna go through and tell you each one and how I can tell them apart, or best way I can tell them apart. We have 3 of each. We got the 3 barred rock. We call them the triplets because they usually stick together, and on each one of their combs there's a marker for each one. One has 1 little nub, one has 2 little nubs, and one has 3 little nubs on their combs. That's why they're called the triplets, because it's hard to tell them apart because they're very, very similar with their speckled black and white feathers. So we pretty much call the triplets 1, 2, and 3. Then we have the 3 sexlings. 1, 2, 3. And we got Raven. You can tell Raven apart because she's a lot darker than the other 2. When she was born, her entire feet were black. And that's how we could tell her apart from all the other ones. Now the other one, which was between being completely more black and a little brown, we called Tiptoe because the end of her toes were a little bit of yellow still. All the rest of her foot was black, but now the only way I can tell her apart from the other 2, because all their feet are pretty much black now, is because she's kind of in between the other 2. Yeah. Raven is completely more black than the other 2. And she's in between Big Mama and the other one. 'Cause you can't tell that she's Tiptoe anymore with her toes, because they've filled in all black now. Plus the mud and dirt. And then we got this one right here. You know this one. It's the infamous Big Mama. Hi, Big Mama. Yes, Big Mama. She is the most friendliest, and she is the most brown compared to the other 2. And her original name was Longclaw. Before she became Big Mama, she was Longclaw, because one of her middle claws was completely yellow, and all the rest of her feet was black. So we called her Longclaw, because that one toe was just all yellow. But now, can't really tell anymore because that's all filled in black. So, now she is Big Mama. You've probably seen her in the other episodes. We were worried about Big Mama because she was molting during the winter when it was getting cold and we were a little worried about her. But she's doing good now. Alright, and then we got the Isa Browns. We got 1, 2, and 3. Now this one here, we call a little one. Hi, little one. Because this was the only one that my wife even liked, because it was the smallest and it was the most yellow. And even now, compared to the other ones, it is still the most yellow out of all the Isa Browns. A lot lighter than the other ones. Yes, compared to you. And this one, we call the middle child. She stays out of the way. Kind of behaves herself, doesn't really stand out. She behaves herself. Hello. Hello. And then, you all know this one. This one is Noisy. It's been really quiet today, though. Noisy is obviously the noisiest of the bunch. And even though little one may be the smallest. Oh, you're trying to get more? Oh, what have I done? Look what happens when I shake this. They all like, we're gonna have more. All right, hold on. The herd is culling. No. All right, so out of all of them, even though little one is the smallest, I'm pretty sure Noisy is at the bottom of the pecking order. And I partially think it's because she is so noisy. And she is the darkest of the 3 Isa Browns. That's how I tell her apart. And because she's noisy. Yeah, you. Yes. Hi, Noisy. Oh, you're trying to get in there. Yeah, I know. No, we're all done. What have I done? You're like, no, I'm here for the food. I'm here for the food. So, Noisy is the bottom of the pecking order. And we were worried because she had a little bit of frostbite on her comb. But she seems to be doing a lot better now. It didn't really affect her too much. It did take a little bit off. It's been a couple months now. Couple months? Yeah. Since we had that cold spell. And she didn't lose too much of her comb. Yes, hello. And that's all the girls. That's all of them. That is all of them. We're gonna see how awful this is gonna be when I put my hand out. Ah! They love mealworms. I found a website that is actually going to be cheaper for these mealworms. So instead of like $50 for a 5-pound bag, I'm only going to be paying about $32 for a 5-pound bag. So way better. And then, yeah. So the plan is, I'm going to increase my flock here very soon. I ordered 12 hatching eggs. They're all lavender Americanas. They should be here at the beginning of March. And hopefully you guys will enjoy the walkthrough that we have to do. I say walkthrough, but it's the journey we're going to go on. And yeah, so I have 12 of those eggs and I'm going to work on hatching. And that's at the beginning of April. And then at the beginning of May, I will be having 4 of the silver-laced Wyandotte chicks being delivered here. So I'm going to have 4 hen Wyandottes. I hear they're very broody, so I'm hoping by next year I'll have some good broody hens to try to hatch their own chicks right here at the chicken tender, the main chicken tender farm. So that'll be nice. I hope it'll all work out. But it'll be nice having a different breed. I didn't want to forget to mention about Noisy's comb. She did lose a little bit of the tips off, but so did her sister Middle, which she lost a few tips on hers too.
Actually,
They
she
seem.
lost all.
Oh, she lost all the tips. Yes, she lost all the tips, and it was like later, after the big cold snap, that Middle actually lost her tips. It wasn't even during the bitter cold when she lost hers, which is too bad. They seem fine though. No infections. Seems to be healing okay. So I'm not too worried. The Americanas that I'll be getting soon actually have very thin combs, which is going to be great during the winter. So I'm pretty excited to see those. And the beautiful feather patterns on the silver laced Wyandottes. They will be excellent colors to add to our flock. So this will be really fun to see what's going on.
Yep.
All right, thanks for coming along again to another episode. Hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully our next one will be about baby chicks in our house and all the excitement that brings. So I hope to see you on the next one.
Did your fingers get peptic up earlier, Daddy? When you gave them the mealworm?
My hand wasn't too bad. It was my ring finger that was like getting pecked to death. They kept like going after it. Ow!
Just
Where'd you go? What? Hello!